Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Jesse, your DM.
Cody playing Lazarus.
Brennan playing Diz.
Mike playing Nim.
Britt playing Kenna.
And we are Double Doubles and Dragons. We're a group of goofy Canadians that have gotten together to play a little D&D. Sometimes we will say things that are inoffensive. We mean them as jokes, of course, and they're certainly funny to us, but some people may find this offensive. If you do, we apologize, but we don't want any hate mail about it. So just don't listen, okay? Let's jump right into the action.
Okay, welcome back, guys. We'll talk about what just happened. Things are getting pretty serious. We've got the party is hiding out in Lil's basement. They found some blue powder that seems to be some sort of inoculation agent for the red powder, possibly. We also found out that Mary is awake and asked Nim for a very personal favor, which he denied in a way that was so Nimian that it physically hurt most of the people at the table. It was violently painful. Mary's awake. She's eating healthily. She seems fine, other than the fact that she forced Kenna out of her shapeshift twice and then said she wasn't hungry anymore. She also appears to have grown rather aggressively, but the party has gotten some information out of her. They seem to have gotten some hints that the red powder is being used as some sort of teleportation agent. They have a different symbol to watch out for. And perhaps most importantly, they now have at least one person that's been described to them as maybe knowing a little bit more about what's going on. A man in a blue cloak, chainmail vest, and red boots. Blonde hair. And it's time to figure out what's going to happen. The whole party's underground, but we are still in our kind of downtime heightened speed, so if people decide they want to sneak out to do stuff, we'll just do that the same way. We'll just do some stealth rolls involved and still let you guys kind of do those faster speed activities. So it's still the morning. Mary's been taken off for a nap with Kenna, leaving the three of you in the room to kind of discuss her condition and what to do next.
So do you want to go check out the laundromat?
I kind of do, because Alex probably has records on this guy.
Yep.
Most people have used the laundromat on the market run, so...
You want me to come along for some stealth?
Yeah, I think we should probably, just in case something happens.
We'll need to take a lot of care if you can go in this place.
Do we maybe think Nim and I should go? Because I can keep him hidden a little bit better and find some stealthy ways to get there. And then we can keep in contact with you guys through the rings.
Well, we should probably let Alex know that he's maybe in danger, and he should maybe bring low as well.
Nice of you to think of your
Very good idea.
NPCs. Thank you.
I was thinking about it for a while.
They're people too.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger.
Okay. So who wants to go first? What's the first order of the day here? Or I guess, what are you guys doing with Mary for now?
Are you keeping her quiet in the Stronghold? Or are you going to show her to someone within the Stronghold?
I think we should just do our own reconnaissance for now and make sure somebody's staying with her at all times that we can do that.
I guess no more magic healing. I guess.
Yeah, probably no more magic testing unless we actually have to.
Otherwise, she's just going to be spoiled.
Yeah. We need a magical doctor. We need Tenor.
Oh my god. Tedder didn't know anything. He just pretended he did. Not what we need. She'd be 6 feet tall if we had Tenor here.
Looks fine to me!
Look, I made her tall and pretty!
That means it's fine to have sex with her, right?
She keeps asking.
Shut up. Jesus Christ, you got it. I don't even want this to go up anymore.
I don't either. This is bad. This is so wrong on so many levels. I'm just so uncomfortable.
We apologize.
Gotta ride that line.
I swear it's just the way the story went. Please don't judge me.
Oh, you were being so judged.
Okay.
So much so I guess first I think we should check out the laundromat. Get the down low on Chainmail guy. Because he's obviously trying to wreck our shit again. It's probably his plan the whole time, to be honest. Probably scouted us out from that first moment. He knew what he was doing. Sorry. Laundromat. We should let Kenna know.
So
I guess,
we'll go over to Mary's room and let Kenna know that we're...
just knock on the door like that dude twice.
Okay.
Hello.
Just open the door a little bit. Kenna, Nim and I are going to go to the laundromat. Have a quick look at the inventory. Look for red boots, blue cloak, that type of thing.
Alright, how are you guys gonna be sneaky about it?
Well,
See if Lil has suggestions.
first, we should figure out if they are even looking for us in the market run. If they are, then I'll take Nim there, and I'll find a stealthy way through the side to get to the laundromat.
You know, I'm really sneaky, and I can make you guys really sneaky.
That is true. But, Lazarus, would you feel comfortable staying here with Mary?
Of course.
We could do that then. Have Kenna come with us to make us even stealthier. That we don't even really need to find out if it's a problem on there. We can just go to the market run, stealth to the laundromat.
We should set rules for returning here. If something happens or you're being chased, then
You don't come back.
We should also
go
have...
down in the sewers for a couple hours.
I
It's
agree.
a
We should,
wonderful place to be.
also, when you go to... That's right, you've spent some time there. It's a good cool-down place.
Too bad you guys aren't druids and can't just, like...
That is fine. Lazarus will simply plug his nostril.
And when we come back to this room, or to this area, we should have it knock. That we know what's going to happen, so maybe we knock 3 times.
Just the whole setup there. If you've just been like this or ready to go, it's just making me nervous.
Sorry. What's with the knock?
We're going to figure out the knocking.
Oh, I see. A special knock.
Yeah, we're going to do
Okay.
special. So everybody, when you come back down here and there's somebody waiting, the knock we're going to do is just...
Of course.
Alright, if you don't hear that, be very suspicious. We're going to have to let Lil know as well.
Very well. Any rules towards our use of rings?
I would try to limit the use of our rings as much as possible, because I just don't trust that people aren't listening in on our conversations.
No, we shouldn't be doing that.
Especially since those invisible guys got by you. Who knows, it could be them.
They must
It
have
could be
been
anything.
invisible to some extent.
I still think we should ask Lil if people are looking for us.
She did put out feelers for us.
I can ask her quickly.
Can I ask for an update?
I'll just my ring.
Okay.
Lil, it's Dis again.
Hang on a moment. Alright, go ahead.
It's a good time to talk.
Yeah, you should be good.
Just wondering about the situation for... Is anybody looking for us in the market room in general?
I haven't heard anything specific yet. There are a couple of rumors that one of the nobles is very upset. But nothing specific about your group yet. I don't know if that means they don't know it's you yet, or they're deliberately trying not to alarm you.
Thank you.
I'll let everybody know.
She's not sure if they're not looking for us or they are, and they're just trying to keep it low. Still think stealth is probably the best option there, just to be safe.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Why can I get invisible as well?
Good double.
I mean, pass without trace and invisibility makes us essentially undetectable.
It's probably the best way to go. Just be careful.
Have you ever tried using the rings with those on?
With what on?
With spells active?
Oh.
Perhaps a quick test to the sewer and the order.
What spells active do you think, like, the spells will cancel or something? Potentially.
Perhaps people moving invisible from floor to floor.
Before we go, could we do a short rest?
Oh yeah, because somebody lost her shapeshifts.
Well, hold on. Yes. But, hold on, I can do a quick test here with something since my magic's not going to be used much anyhow.
I'm going to create dancing lights. Around me, it's concentration.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm going to touch the
Disco teleport.
I'm gonna touch the ring first and go,
Lazarus.
I'm gonna start whispering so that he wouldn't really be able to hear me unless it was from the ring.
Okay. Very, very quietly, you're...
Can you hear me? La 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 la. Chainmail guy, watch
Yes, Lazarus is right here.
But can you hear me through the ring?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
On second thought, I've reconsidered my teleportation.
Alright.
But we need to know. Never mind, I've reconsidered my reconsideration.
I'm gonna hit the teleport for the farming run while my dancing lights is available.
Okay.
I'll be back in a moment.
And I hold it up to make it really obvious what I'm doing.
Okay. He blinks out of existence and his orbs go with him. And you reappear in the central area there of the farming rung, and your lights are around you.
The orbs came around me, so...
Because that's where you had them.
Yeah, central understand.
That's true. Well, I didn't really say what... Yeah, if they're centered on me, that makes sense to place them there. Okay. I'm gonna try to walk back into the farming... Or back to the inn.
Okay.
And then when I get down to the door, I do that.
It's up to you guys if you open the door.
There's no.
Maybe you're just done with this. Maybe he just needs to stay
Not
outside.
too slow.
The timing wasn't quite right.
It wasn't.
Do it again!
You suck.
I assume you open the door
Yeah.
for him. Yeah, so you come back inside.
Seems to work fine.
Not fresh.
Okay. So it sounds like the plan is Nim and Dis are going to go check out the laundromat.
No, we're gonna short rest first, and then we're
Okay.
gonna go Nim, Dis, and Kenna, and then Kenna's going to pass without traces. And I guess we should be able to do that before we even teleport then, because that's centralized on her, I believe.
Yeah, if you get too far away from her, it doesn't work.
So we can do that, and that way we come into the market run pretty stealthy already.
All invisible us, because I can do a level 4 invisibility.
And hit everybody.
Nice, Lazarus.
Lazarus, where are you going? Or what are you doing?
No,
or are
Lazarus
you
has been
watching...
I've been told to watch Mary.
Okay.
It's easy to hang out and chat with Mary.
All right. Is there anything in particular that you want to chat with her about, or just trying to keep her happy,
No, more
calm?
There's been some interrogations, so Lazarus is more trying to talk to her about like the fireman, or the mayor, and that sort of thing.
Just remind her of home a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk
Keep
up
her
Nim
happy.
too.
Sorry, what?
Talk up Nim too. He's such a hero.
Don't do that.
I don't know why, I just imagine you being like, where's Lazarus? Just trying to keep her happy. Okay, so you guys short rest. And then I guess you're ready to go to the market run. So, Kenna, you're going to pass without trace? So you do whatever you want to do for pass without trace.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky. And then are you just all teleporting together? Or are you invisible before you teleport? Or okay. So then Nim invisible. And you are pass without traced and invisible. Very sneaky.
Alright, everybody. Well, we're invisible. Let's go to the market run.
Okay.
Discast teleport.
Discast teleport. It's not a spell, but I like it. I like the energy. So you guys...
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was just...
Okay. So, first of all, roll your stealth rolls. You're invisible, so you get advantage, and you have pass without trace, so you have plus 10.
I think this is gonna
Watch
get
it somehow still be like 11.
Oh boy.
Nice.
What did I?
Wow.
So,
Yeah, just
plus 10 plus with advantage.
have to wait.
Lazarus was there. It still wouldn't happen great.
Poor Lazarus. Alright, how'd you guys do?
40.
40. Okay.
29.
32.
Okay. So, you guys appear in the middle of the market run. No greeters accost you. You appear to be stealthed.
Are there greeters there, though?
Yes.
Does anyone look like a zombie around us?
Anybody look like a zombie?
Like the girls.
Like yellowed out.
Oh, okay. Perception check.
I want to look around for chainmail.
Okay. Perception check.
And blue cloaks. Blue cloaks is another trigger.
Fair.
For perception.
Okay.
I would also be perception checking.
What are you looking for?
The same thing, because I was very much aware.
Then help
Help
one of them.
I'll help Nim,
Okay.
because that's what I was looking for.
Fair.
For heroes.
14.
Okay. You take a look around. I mean, it's kind of hard to, like, check people's eyes from a distance, and you're worried if you get, like, too close to them, somebody might bump into you, but they seem okay. I mean, everybody seems to be moving around more or less normally, and you don't notice anything obvious in their eyes. Dis, you were looking for chainmail and blue cloaks. What'd you roll?
21.
Okay. So you appear, and you look around, and sure enough, there's somebody in chainmail. And immediately you're like, ugh, but it's a woman, and she's wearing no cloak. Doesn't seem to fit the profile.
How attractive is she?
That's a solid 2.
Oh.
2?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Woof.
Let's get to that laundromat.
Let's just keep going with each new episode just being more offensive.
Let's see if all chainmail people were the same.
So how? Okay.
Alright, here's how we're gonna do this. since
Are
we
you
can't
guys?
see
Are you
each other.
talking?
Yeah, because
Okay.
the pass without trace covers our voice a bit, I believe.
As long as you're very quiet.
Yeah.
It's supposed to mostly cover like your footsteps and stuff like that, but
This is a general idea of how to be stealthy for that. So
Yeah.
he'll keep his voice enough to just carry to the 3 of us in the general area that I assume we're in, because we can't see each other. Nim knows where we are, and Kenna would assume would also know where we are, because pass without trace is affecting us.
she wouldn't be able to see through the invisibility.
But she would be able to, like, at a magical level.
She'd have a vague awareness of you. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to, because I think I would have a general, I don't think we've moved since we teleported in, other than looking around a
You
little
haven't
bit.
for sure.
So I'm going to reach out to my sides to the invisible air and just try to lightly grab, like on the arm or something, Nim and Kenna.
Okay.
Like,
Kenna, you get on the arm. Nim, you get on the head. Because,
Yeah.
you know.
like, alright guys, each other, I don't know how we're gonna move over carefully since
Easy
you guys
to.
can't really know where I am, but just try to grab onto me and I'll slowly move us through here.
Would it make more sense for you guys to grab onto me because I'm the one who has to go tracing you?
Oh,
It's
as long as
true,
we're
but-
daisy chained, we're fine.
Yeah, and I'm going to, well, I don't really know the way to the laundromat, do I?
You've been there before.
Yeah, everyone.
You guys have had, like, night meetings there before and stuff like that. You were using it as an informal base of operations.
That's true. Forgot that too, shit.
Alright, I'll lead the way. If there's anything that looks suspicious to my eyes, I'll just stop us all really quick.
Okay. So you guys begin proceeding towards the laundromat. Anything you're looking for while you go? It's not too far to the laundromat, but just what are you kind of keeping an eye out for?
Since I would have known the way already, I want to look for thieves' cats. It's different on the walls than the last time I was going through this path.
Okay.
I don't really give a shit if the thieves' cats like just mundane stuff that makes sense to just be getting changed on the walls, but anything that's like something serious on there, like there's this type of person running around suddenly, what's going on, that type of thing, or
Okay. Something that seems
or there's
more
like there's a
alarming.
crackdown happening. That,
Yeah.
and I'll be going slow, so just kind of checking around each corner we go and just make sure there's no like random guards or any of Wallace's guards that we might recognize.
Sure. So it's been a day. I mean, you long rested, obviously, since the event happened. There are some new markings. Nothing that seems particularly alarming, but just the usual kind of ebb and flow of markings. I guess the two of you, what are you guys looking for while this is leading the way?
Nim is concerned about zombie people, so if we get any close, like very close to anybody, I'm gonna look for that yellow ring in their eye.
Kate? Kenna?
Just keeping an eye out for suspicious people and looking for zombies.
Okay.
I-
We'll have you go with the suspicious people.
Yeah.
I want to actually be checking as well for the smell of sulfur.
Okay, that seems fair. Alright, go ahead, roll your checks. Go ahead, Nim.
Also,
Checks for
perception.
Perception.
you guys both roll 20s?
Well,
Never
15
happens.
then.
Oh, I rolled an 18. That's 2.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Oh, you got 22?
No, I rolled 18.
Oh.
6.
Kenna just felt very, like, what do you
Usually
mean
I'm the
they're both looking
highest
better than
perception,
me?
and usually you guys never roll better than me. on perception, so it was
Okay.
Oh, you rolled like a 10?
yeah.
So, walking along. Nim, nobody with yellow eyes, at least as far as you can see. Dis, no smell of sulfur, at least as far as you can tell. Kenna, as you guys approach the laundromat, you're like one street away, you're kind of like across the street from the laundromat. Kenna's looking for suspicious people, and you do notice that there are two people kind of like two houses or two buildings down one way and two buildings down another way. They're kind of leaned against the walls, and they seem to just be kind of wasting some time or maybe waiting for somebody, but you can't help but notice that they're both wearing very nondescript brown traveling clothing, and both just happen to be looking at the front door of the laundromat. And it just seems a little fishy to you.
Being watched.
I yanked them.
Okay.
From stop. And I pull them down an alley in the opposite direction.
Okay.
You guys. So that I can whisper over there if I want any chance. And I mention what I saw. Very quietly.
Okay.
Should we just see? You guys have
Actually, there ain't no back door. Is there? I thought there wasn't.
I'm sure there's
No, just the one
We
door.
asked about it before.
Yeah.
We have the
There
back
wasn't.
door and then the back door. Right. So you have to like wait for someone else to open the door.
Yeah.
There are two houses down? How close are these houses together?
The buildings are fairly close, but they're definitely, like, if they are watching the front door, they're trying to be as far away as they could possibly be while still being able to see it clearly. So it's at least, like, each building is probably a good 30 to 40 feet, so they're, like, 80 out at least. If you include the streets, it's probably closer to, like, 100, 120.
I mean, I could head over to one of them and check if they have anything in their pockets.
Well, you're invisible?
Sounds like a really bad idea.
I mean, it might be, but if they are waiting for this, it might give us some indication of who they are.
Fair point.
Also a distraction.
I mean, if you went alone, you'd lose Pass Without Trace, but it would give the other two a way to get in.
And with the invisibility, it doesn't break unless I take an attack action. If the time runs out, I take an attack action or I cast a spell.
Yeah, and how long does it last?
Pretty sure an hour.
Oh yeah, the regular invisibility is an hour, I think. And then it's like a minute for
For the greater. Yeah, so you have a fair amount of time left. And your proximity to Nim doesn't matter for invisibility.
Yeah.
So I could go check it out. You guys can probably even walk up to the door and knock and just sneak in when the door gets opened.
Drive.
Okay. Everybody happy with that plan? Yeah. Okay. Dis, which one do you go to?
I want to look, so from the alley, I'm going to look out, and I want to look at which one seems to be paying the most attention, and which one seems to be paying the least amount of attention.
Roll insight.
9.
Okay. Lucky for you, one of the guys isn't being very subtle about his disinterest. One guy seems to be looking at the door almost exclusively, which is kind of what tipped Ken off in the first place. The other guy is a little more waffly. You notice a couple of times he watches a pretty girl that goes by. If a particularly big guy goes by, you notice him kind of puff out his chest a little bit and kind of stare the guy down. He's just a little unfocused.
Okay. I'm going to mark that guy, and I want to... his partner, how attentive does he look?
Very attentive.
Very attentive, okay.
Probably hasn't broken eye contact with a door in the entire time you've been there so far.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to just sneakily walk up to the two of them just standing... I'll just stand a couple feet away from them.
They're pretty far apart from each other.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a pair at each door.
No,
But
just
you said-
just one each, one
Oh,
in each
okay.
end.
What I'm going to do then is... Actually, I'm going to go to the more attentive one.
Okay.
I'm going to sneak up to him. And I'm going to watch for people going by the door, the laundromat, and just wait for somebody that goes towards it in any sort of a suspicious way. So not even that they're maybe going into it, but that they're stumbling a bit, or that they're just in any way showing interest in the door, whether it just be like a casual glance or something. Something that takes his attention for that split second.
Okay.
And in the second he takes that, sorry, I should say. And then I also want to look for somebody walking the opposite way at the same time that he wouldn't notice coming towards him.
Okay.
And I want to try to time what I'm going to do with like that guy walking by. So just that split of drawn attention where he's just like, just the glance over. I want to like brush against him from the same side and try to reach into his pocket.
Okay.
In the cloak, I suppose. Just wherever as a thief or as a messenger thief type character would recognize that somebody like this would carry their information.
Okay. Sounds good. Roll sleight of hand. With advantage. That was pretty well described.
Okay. Sweet. That would be a 22.
Okay. The exact circumstance you describe, you wait for it, you wait for that perfect window, and then you very lightly just drop your hand into the pocket, slip the hand back out again. You think you got away with it, and you've got something. As soon as you touched it, it went invisible, so you think you have something. Feels like paper.
I'm just going to put it in my bag.
Okay.
I want to take another glance at him and see if he seemed to notice anything from that.
Doesn't seem to.
Now what I want to do is I want to move back around, take a wide berth and go around to the other guard, the other side.
Okay.
And I want to wait for like a beautiful woman to walk by, or any of the people he's been kind of like marking out and trying to make himself. Just anybody he's focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
And the second he focuses on them, I want to try the same thing on him. Check the pocket in the same type of area and see if he has something as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand again.
Advantage again?
Yeah.
Fuck. 13.
Okay.
Wow.
You slip your hand inside, but he kind of starts to one of the people that he was keeping an eye on, he kind of shifts towards them a little bit, and you start to feel too much resistance on the fabric, like he's gonna notice, and you withdraw your hand prematurely.
He's still watching. Did he seem to notice at all?
Not really. You kind of notice him look around a little bit, but he doesn't touch the pocket or anything like that. But he does seem to be he just seems to be a little more on guard now, and just feels funny.
Is there an alleyway close to him? Close enough that you could hear?
Yes.
I want to walk down that alley really quick.
Okay.
And then I want to kind of stage whisper, so it sounds like a whisper, but it carries out to him.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be like, that's the laundromat, right? I'm not using my voice. I'm going to try to cover it. How would I do this? Is it that laundromat?
Okay. Roll performance.
Is it that laundromat? Performance. 13.
Okay.
That's the one with the halfling? Nope.
You're in the alleyway, right?
Yeah.
About 20 seconds goes by, and you do notice the guy kind of casually trying to peek his head around the corner.
I'm going to... at the end, I want to walk to the end of the alley, opposite of where he's looking in.
Okay.
And is there rocks, anything on the ground around there?
Yeah, I mean, there's loose rubble in a lot of places.
I want to kick, like somebody was walking around the other corner, and I want to kick a rock back just so it hits the wall, like somebody was just maybe moving a little bit quickly to get around the corner.
Okay.
Trying to be
you just
stealthy,
kick
but
a
it wasn't
rock.
quite that good.
Yeah.
And then I want to back up to the other side, so that the idea is that he's going to come and try to look around that corner again, and I'll get another shot at trying to pickpocket him.
Okay. In the meantime, for the other two of you, obviously you've noticed one of the guards has disappeared. It's up to you if you want to try to take that window to get into the building or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you following somebody else in, or?
Yes.
Yeah, if anyone has gone in, or else probably try and just quietly knock on the door loud enough that Alex would hear, but not loud enough that...
Okay, which one? Try to follow somebody in or knock quietly?
If no one was
if no
coming,
one's
then
come,
Your business is pretty good.
Then
There's a
follow
fair
someone
amount of
in.
traffic.
we follow someone.
Okay. Roll a stealth roll for trying to get in behind somebody without them noticing, and more importantly, without the door being open too long.
With advantage and...
Yeah, well, because you're still invisible, so advantage, and still with the pass without trace as well. So, should, you know. While they're rolling, Dis, so you get the guy where you need him. He's following more or less exactly as you thought he would. So give the pickpocket another try.
And this one I'll go a little bit more. Can I go for advantage by saying... Oh wait, I had advantage before, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to make this more dangerous for myself to get...
I'm going to spend a lucky point and give myself double advantage. Which doesn't give me double advantage, it's just...
You just get to roll one more.
Roll one more.
Yep, no, I got you.
20 this time.
Okay, how's the stealth?
1d6.
24.
Okay. So you guys wait for somebody to go in, you slip in the door behind them, and you think you did all right. Like, you didn't end up having to hold the door open any longer, you don't think you delayed it, you feel like you're all right. Dis, at the same time, your hand slips into his pocket, but you hit the bottom of the pocket. He doesn't seem to be carrying anything, at least not in the same place the first guy was.
Okay. What is he doing when he's looking around, like, after I check that?
He's looking around trying to find the source of the sound, but you catch him kind of shrugging and starting to head back to where he was.
I'm gonna try to get ahead of him quickly, and also, like, I'll head towards the front of the laundromat now.
Okay, try to slip in the same way.
Basically, and I'll wait. I won't try to knock on it, I'll just wait for somebody to come in and sneak behind me.
Okay. Roll the stealth roll for it, and then, so the two of you are inside. Alex is conversing with one of the customers. Just, oh, no, we can absolutely do that. I'll make a special note on there for that, just to make sure that you get them folded the way that you want them folded, and that's not a problem. And the person is talking back to them, and that exchange happens fairly quickly. He seems to have it down to a fairly exact science, and you guys have only been in the room for maybe 30 seconds, and the person's already on their way out. They open the door to head out, and that's kind of your window to get in. How did you roll?
Would I be pass without trace? What am I close on?
How close do you have to be for pass without trace?
I think it's 30.
It really probably doesn't matter. 40 or 30.
30 feet.
We'll take the 30, because you would still be in range, but you did leave, and I don't know about the reapplying once you've come in.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fair.
Because it just radiates off of me
hmm
and masks people.
that should
And you mark people as
Yeah.
allowed, is the idea?
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't need to be remarked. It would just
Each
be
creature
re-entered,
you
but-
choose.
Okay, so you did choose him. So either way, you're probably fine. So yeah, you slip inside. You're not 100% sure if they're in there or not, but I mean, you gave them a pretty decent window.
Yeah, and I'll just basically walk inside and go to a corner and just kind of wait.
The room is empty at this point, I would note, except for Alex, who's just kind of sitting at the counter.
Alright. I will...
You should get behind the counter.
I'll get behind the counter.
All of us should get behind the counter.
They wouldn't
But I-
necessarily know that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just sitting in a corner.
I'm not gonna drop him this way.
Okay.
Okay, so you slip behind the counter, Nim.
And I'll, like... How do I not freak him out completely?
This is your conscience.
Slip him a note, slip him a note.
Yeah, how do I can't really write a note that well while I'm invisible.
Why?
He won't be able to
Can't
see what he's
see- can't
writing.
see
If
what
you're
I'm writing.
holding it, it's invisible. So the pen would be invisible and the paper.
But if you're not holding the paper and the paper's just down,
If he
Yeah,
did
that
that,
would-
like if he put a piece of paper down and it would appear, and then writing would start appearing on it. I don't know if that's less or more
You could just
terrifying.
try saying hi.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, tug on his pant leg and go, "Hey, Alex, it's Nim."
He does kind of, oh dear. Nim? I don't see you.
Yeah, that's, I'm not gonna explain that right now, but we can't be seen. So,
Well, you can't be seen.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So I need some information about. Do we have a client who comes in with chainmail, a blue cloak, dark blue, and red boots?
All right. Hang on a second. And you seem like he reaches under the counter and he pulls out this box, and the box just has it is packed with files. Just pieces of paper. He's just kind of, okay, let's see. So anybody that had metal, and he pulls out a big stack, and he's kind of, okay, so metal, chainmail, these ones, and with extra clothing, and he's just he's working his way down the list through all the different categories, and he kind of, all right, you said chainmail, red boots, blue cloak, yeah?
Yep.
Size, big, tall, halfling?
I think regular. Height?
Human size?
Human size, yeah.
Okay, all right. 2.
Do we have names for them?
We do. We have Bourbon Winterhill and Zeffy Haleman.
I think the healer's KO.
Who was Zeffy? What?
Zeffy Haleman.
So, Bourbon Winterhill?
Yeah, Bourbon Winterhill.
Bourbon or bourbon?
Bourbon.
This
Bourbon would be a different kind of person.
Zeffy, what was his last name? Sir?
Haleman.
Do we have any address on file for these guys?
No, not currently. Did you want me to get addresses of clients?
No, I was just wondering what our records were kind of like. Anyway, that's.
Is it helpful? Is it helpful at all if I let you know that we do still have 2 orders in for one for each of them? They still have clothing to pick up.
Not sure what to do with that.
Nim just got this look on his face
How many strings do we want to have active at the same time?
What do? Yeah. You have to say something, Kenna. I can't see you nodding.
Nim, are you still there? It's hard to tell. I can't see you.
Yeah, I'm still here. Do we know when they're slated to pick up their garments?
Bourbon is slated to come pick up his garments later this afternoon, and I believe Zeffy had the extra scent, so he'll be tomorrow morning.
Should probably do that. Maybe we should do some laundry while we're here.
Well, at least those 2.
Yeah. I think we should actually do it all so we don't lose that.
Okay.
I assume you must have said that out loud at this point. And he's just like, oh, is Kenna here as well?
Hi, sorry. I'm also invisible.
Yes, you are.
Dis is also chilling somewhere.
And he just kind of keeps looking around.
It's very important.
I don't say anything.
It's very important that people don't know we were here.
All right. I mean, I don't want to say anything out of turn, but if you do all of the laundry, won't they know someone was here to do the laundry?
Yeah, that'll be even funnier.
I want to. I've heard this, right? Because I can hear the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to walk around to the opposite side of what I assume Nim's on because I've seen him glancing down at his side.
Okay.
And walk around to the other side and get super close to him and be like,
Were any of those chainmail wearing guys blonde?
He's just kind of, okay. Hello, Master Dis.
Hello, Alex.
I believe both of them were blonde, yes.
Both.
Did either of them have blue eyes?
Did either of them have blue eyes? What Kenna said?
Just repeat the question right.
Kenna's right there.
I'm not sure. I didn't record eye color.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I wouldn't expect you to have to.
I think
Did
we should do our orders. 'Cause I don't
what,
want us to lose business just because of this.
what did these two chainmail blonde guys look like? Did either of them have a beard? Were they... How clean did they look when they came in? Not clothing-wise, but general appearance.
Both pretty clean, I would say.
Did either of them strike you as odd in any way compared to other clients?
Well, I mean, this is all fairly odd. But no, not really. Just sort of, we get a lot of people every day, to be honest. They all sort of run together. That's why I make sure to write things down.
That makes sense.
If you like, I'm not sure how quiet you need to be, but I'd be happy to open the door to the back for you.
That would be fantastic.
All right. He walks over, opens the door.
How much work do you have ahead of us?
You've been gone for almost 12 hours. So not actually that much, because you already usually let it build up for like kind of almost a day and then do it all really fast.
Let's get her done.
Alright.
Okay. You guys are going to do some laundry. Dis, are you just waiting for them, I guess?
Yeah, I want to check out the, when they get to the cloak and the boots, I guess both pairs of them, I want to check and see if there's anything that makes them distinct from one another, and anything that I could basically bring back and ask Mary.
Okay, do an investigation roll.
Well, we could take Zeffy's back because he's not going to be until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
In the meantime, is anybody letting Lazarus know any of this, or is he still babysitting?
It's not babysitting. It's hanging out.
Chilling.
That's such a, mom who has a 6-year-old answer. They're not babysitting, they're just hanging out with my child.
Investigation.
Yeah.
19.
Okay.
No.
They both look pretty similar. There are very minor differences in terms of wear, but really only things that, you looking at them very close up would notice. It doesn't seem feasible to you that Mary would know the difference. Okay. With that in mind, since you guys are going to take a break to do all of your laundry, and since Lazarus unfortunately can't leave right now to do what I'm sure he wants to do, I think we'll end it there for today. We'll come back next time and do some more sessions.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one, guys. Wow, what a cliffhanger! I wonder what's going to happen next time. Seriously, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening in. If you liked what you heard, share us with your friends. If you hated what you heard, share us with your enemies. Seriously, though, like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll find out what happens to Double Doubles and Dragons next time.